Okay, y'all. I wanted to get on a little earlier, but I said, you know what, I had some stuff to do, so I'm jumping on now to talk about these fights tomorrow. Um, Let me see here, man. This is a pretty good card, though. Should turn out to be a good card. Should be a good card. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to look at something here, pull up something. But all right, what's up, y'all? It's a late nighter. It's a late nighter, so you know I ain't gonna be on here for no 2 or 3 hours. 35, 45 minutes tops, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, it's fight night tomorrow. Got a couple of strawweight fights again. Seems like they've been making a lot of strawweight fights lately. Last weekend we had two, and this weekend we got another two. We really ain't gonna we really ain't gonna revisit the flyweight division until when? Like next month, I think. When is the next flyweight fight? Casey O'Neill and Arian Lipsky is when? Is it next month? I think it is. Hold on. Because let's see. Tomorrow's UFC 295. And yeah, then we got another strawweight fight next weekend. We got Ebos and Pinheiro. Ebos and Pinheiro is next weekend. That's strawweight. Oh, no. Yeah, then we got Pudilova and Eileen Perez, which is bantamweight. All right. Then in December, hold on. Let's see. December, Misha Tate and Julie Avila. Oh, okay. Then you got Macedo and Jamie Linhorth. So that's the next flyweight fight we have. December 2nd is Macedo, Jamie Linhorth. That's the next time we see another flyweight fight, y'all. That's crazy. All right. Kamen said it's been a hard day at work in the week in general. Looking forward to enjoy tomorrow. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, tomorrow should be a good card. Should be a good card. I know it's rough, man. Rough working. But hey, Cayman, tune in tomorrow, man. Just tune in tomorrow. In the fights and come over to the live fight companion over here. If you need somebody to watch the fight with, we over here. I'm over here. I'll be on like I'm gonna start with the Loopy. I'm gonna start with the Loopy fight tomorrow. What's going on, Six? Marcus and Saint. I'm gonna start with the Loopy fight tomorrow. Then I'll stay on for the whole rest of the card. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, yeah. So let's jump into it, man. We got Tabitha Ricci and Lupi Godinez. That's the first fight y'all wanna talk about first, right? All right. So this fight here, I don't know, man. I know some people think this is gonna be really competitive, but the thing about Lupi is, man, like this she's been packing on the experience. Like she really has. Lupi Godinez, she's been getting a lot of experience in the UFC. I mean, don't let the ranking fool you. Don't let the position fool you at all. She's number 13 and Tabitha Ricci is number 10. But Lupi's been getting a lot of necessary work in. And the team she's been training with and the training camp she's been in the past couple of fights, which included the champ Grasso. I think that Lupi is she's game for this fight. She's game to go in here and possibly dominate this fight. But in order to do that, there's gonna be that focus that she needs. There's some fights we've seen in the past where Lupi hasn't focused enough on her wrestling. And she chose to stand, which, her stand up is good. Like that's the thing. Lupi, I believe Lupi, she can do either one, but there's been times where it's called for her to take fights to the ground. Like when you fighting Angela Hill, don't bother trying to stand with Angela Hill. We already know Angela Hill's got quicker hands and better footwork, and more experience on the feet than you, right? So those little things like that kind of showed her IQ. Like, okay, Loopy, it's time to go to the ground. Maybe she was just off weight that time, I believe. Maybe she was a little tired. Maybe it was just her training. But those are little things I've seen her in the past where she just hasn't like full on committed to wrestling. But you see when the girl starts taking people down, like she's deadly, man. Like she's pulling the Andrade stuff. You know, she picking girls up, slamming them. You know, she putting them in their place. Good cage wrestling. You know, she's strong. You know, girls got a strong base. So I'm looking at this type of fight here to be one where she's going to need to go to that bag, you know, and be the physically imposing fighter here. They look to be about the same height, right? When they were in the face off, but height is one thing. But when you're looking at like pure strength and and physicality, I would go with Loopy in it, you know, in that department. You know, so as I look at Loopy here, 6-3 in the UFC. You know, this girl's got it going. You know, she's got a good resume so far. You know, in the past 2 years, the girl's fought 9 fights. Come on now. April 21st, April 17th, 2021 was her very first UFC fight. So she's been fighting what? Let's average that out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 times a year almost. You know, it's averaging 4 times a year. So yeah, that girl's been on it. She's been getting a lot of experience. And depending on what she looks like in this fight here, I'm already kind of looking at Loopy as a possible top 5 fighter in mid 2024, maybe. Dare I say it? Maybe mid 2024. What do you think? Loopy's probably going to be like number 5, number 6, or possibly number 4 by mid 2024. I think so, man. I think so. But yeah, with six wins and 3 losses, that's a lot of experience for her in just a matter of 2 years. This girl's got it going. She's got it going on right now. You know, she's been adding it up. She's been banking the fights. Hasn't really been like dominated in her losses. Angela Hill's like the only one that kind of schooled her, but Carolina, Jessica Panay, come on, you know, Panay, she won that fight. Loopy won that fight. You know what I mean? So she's been doing what she's supposed to. She's been doing what she's supposed to be doing. You know, taking on the fights, getting better as a fighter. But going in here with Tabitha Ricci, she's going in here with a fellow youngster that I'm not gonna lie, like Tabitha Ricci hasn't really like stood out to me yet. I know when I was watching her in LFA, she had a little something about her when I used to watch her. Like, I just wasn't ready to see her in the UFC. Like, when I first seen Tabitha Ricci a couple fights, I was like, okay, this girl, she's on to something. She might be LFA champion one day. But then in the next fight, she signs to the UFC and she's fighting with Known Firo. Then I'm like, what's going on, you know? And when she signed up for that fight, I was like, girl, you're going to get killed in there. And what happened? Right? But since then, I mean, she's been back, you know, like to her strawweight self. But even with the 3 wins she has, like I haven't seen anything like stand out with Ricci. Like, wow, this girl's got it. You know, she's got it going. She's got it going, man. She's got something big about her. I think in her fight against Jillian Robertson, I saw good striking. You know, decent striking. You know, good footwork. Okay, takedown defense. When she fought Jessica Panay, she did better, of course, than Loopy. But, you know, styles make fights. And I think, you know, Tabitha Ricci, she committed more to, you know, landing hard punches and getting her on the ground and her submission game, you know. She's got a good submission game, right? So when I look at it, I think Ricci, you know, she's got speed going for her, you know, striking ability. She's been working on it. Who was that brought that up? Callum Walsh, right? She's dating Callum Walsh, the boxer. I think that was Easy yesterday. Oh, BJ, what's up, man? Yeah. She's training with Cal. Well, she's dating Callum Walsh. I don't think she's training with him, but yeah, in her last fight against Jillian Robertson, she was touching Jillian a little bit, but Jillian was connecting on her. So that tells you that Loopy, who's a better striker than Jillian, is going to connect on Ricci, and she's going to land harder, I believe, So to me, I actually think Loopy, she could do a little bit of everything in this fight. I think she could do a little bit of everything when it comes to her skill set. She could dictate the pace when it comes to her power punching. With her power punches, she could put the pressure on Ricci to corner her, land that left hook that she's able to set up. She could wrestle. I think she has the physicality and the strength to neutralize the jiu-jitsu of Tabitha Ricci. Like, I'm not knocking Tabitha Ricci jiu-jitsu, believe me. The girl's a black belt for a reason. She's good. But I think that the physical strength in wrestling is a way to neutralize that jiu-jitsu, and Loopy's got that. So I don't really see Loopy getting like submitted in this one. Now, could she get peppered and outworked? Possibly, but if that happens, man, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's going on? It would have to be down to the fact that she's taking another short notice fight. Because when was Loopy's last fight? Back in September, right? Girl's coming back 2 months later after finishing Elise Reed to fight again. And that's the only thing that could play against her, I think. I think when it comes to skills, Loopy's got more than enough to win this fight, by decision that's dominant, or maybe late stoppage. I think she has enough skills to do that. I think that Loopy's got to, work off her jab in this fight, use her boxing and close that distance, take away the footwork, use a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? Use a lot of pressure. Number one, like use a lot of pressure, because Ricci's not going to want to trade with her. Ricci's going to want to move more. So I think she needs to keep Ricci on the back foot, take away the power, and keep her against the cage and take those rounds with that cage wrestling, impose her strength on her. But don't wear herself down either, because, she's dealing with a fellow young fighter. So, yeah, that's something she has to be aware of too. Let me see. Yeah, Loopy's fought a lot of different styles, though. Like, I don't see anybody on her resume that's similar to Tabitha Ricci, and everybody she's fought is somebody different. So it's kind of forced Loopy to get better at whatever she was trying to get done in the cage. BJ said Loopy and Tabitha sit down on punches, but Loopy sits down right off the gate. Yeah, Loopy sits down off the jump, which can be a gift. Well, let's say it could be a good thing and a bad thing. When Loopy sits down on punches from the jump, you might start to wear yourself out. You might telegraph some punches. Yeah, that's really one. And you might get countered. You might get countered because Ricci, I think, is going to come in with the quicker hands. So that could be a downfall. But I think it's important for Loopy to sit down on the punches when she closes that distance. When she's close quarters, and when she sets that left hook up. Because she knocked Angela Hill not down, but she rocked Angela Hill pretty good with a couple of her punches. So Loopy, yeah, when she sits down on him, she's got him. Tabitha Ricci, yeah, she did put a good right hand on Jessica Panay. I remember that. Yeah, I do remember her doing that. So she's one that she can sit down on her punches a little bit too. But I think when she fought Jillian Robertson, she was more hung up on trying to move and not get the fight to the ground. Ravioli said Ricci's pretty athletic, but yeah, not much power. Right. She got a little sting in her punch, but not a lot of power there like Loopy does. EQ said Ricci does have a quick overhand right. She'll land it on Loopy, but not much behind it. You think it'll be even? Okay, you think you got it even going into round 3. Okay. And that's another thing. Loopy, lack of defense with Loopy at times, that can cost her too, and here I am, I'm gonna mention it again. talking about the nose, man. I'm talking about the nose with some of these fighters. And I truly think that once she gets hit in the nose, that kind of compromises her breathing. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm just saying, like, that's a tip right there for, hey, a fighter like Lupi to, you know, work on your defense, because when certain types of noses get damaged in a fight, it makes it hard to breathe. It really makes it hard to breathe. Like when you look at the bridge of the nose of like Montana, even Aaron Blanchfield, and that cartilage right up there on the bridge of the nose, when you start getting hit in that part over and over, and you start to bleed and it swells, it makes it hard. It makes it hard to breathe, man. And I think that happened to Lupi a couple of times in fights where where she got hit in the nose. You can see like the breathing issue. It's hard. It's hard to suck in that air. It's hard to suck in air. You sucking in more blood. So I think she has to be careful in this type of fight against Ricci, because she's going to target. With those combinations, that she's letting go. You can't help but believe there's going to be blood in this fight. You know what I mean? I think for Tabitha Ricci, one thing I would like to see from her is using some more effective clinch work, like as far as in the center. Like if she can get a hold of like Lupi in like a couple tie clinches, I like to see her work the body a little bit to kind of wear Lupi down and break with some good punches. But that's a big one for her, is to target the nose, man. You got to target the nose for somebody like Ricci. Combinations to slow the pace and compromise her breathing. If it does go to the ground, she's got to be slick with her jiu-jitsu in this type of fight. She's got to be active on her back, looking for those open moments, the reckless moments of Lupi. Look for that arm or that limb. Fighters like Jillian, they do it. Aaron Blanchfield, they do it. If they getting outstruck, they looking for that limb to finish. So I don't think that Ricci's completely outgunned in this fight. I just think that there's a couple things that Lupi has that can neutralize Ricci in this fight, as far as like her physical strength and even her power. And not even just the power, but just how she places her punches. I think that'll make this a hard fight for Ricci to win. And after seeing Ricci not really want to go to the ground with Jillian Robertson, I don't know if that was just because maybe she wasn't confident in her groundwork, or was she worried that Jillian had the experience that she could submit her? So I'm wondering if she feels that way in this fight. Like, does she want to go to the ground with a strong fighter like Lupi? I don't know. It makes it hard to see. It'll make you cry. Oh yeah, your nose, yeah. Lupi's got a target, yeah. BJ said I would compare Ricci to Maverick, but no, Maverick leveled up. Maverick walked right into the fire and showed us power. Yeah, I wouldn't compare Ricci to Maverick. I think Miranda Maverick is more. I think she's shown a little bit more like well-rounded skills. Like she has some things you can pinpoint that a little bit better. Like even her wrestling. The thing is, she wrestled against some bigger girls, which was a no-no. But I think she can do a little bit of everything. You already seen her submission game in the UFC, and even with her power, she'll go into the fire. Six said bare knuckle WMMA. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, I was supposed to do a video on that, like who would be better, who would prosper in bare knuckle boxing as far as women. I know Priscilla Cachoeira would be a good fight. I know Priscilla Cachoeira would be a good fighter in bare knuckle boxing. Yeah. But anyway, Sink said both are ready to strike. It'll be a good fight. Oh yeah, for sure. It should be a good fight. They both young and they both ready. They both athletic. They both fit. Never come in out of shape. This should be a good fight. So Ricci at number 10. versus Lupi 13. I'm gonna go with Lupi by decision in this fight though. I think I'll go with Lupi by decision in this fight. Yeah, GDR would be a good addition to bare knuckle boxing. Destiny Yarborough, yeah, I was looking at her. Yeah, I followed her the other day, because I just started watching that fight. I got to finish it. She started following me on Instagram too. So I said, okay, maybe I'll chat it up with her one day. Valeska Machado in bare knuckle boxing. I don't know about her, man. Like, I think she's a good technician, but I don't know if she packs that grit like that. Yeah, GDR definitely. Megan Anderson, yeah, for sure. And Sarge, yeah, girls like that. I think they would go in there and be throwing down. But let's see, who do y'all got? Lupi or Ricci? I'm gonna go with Lupi in this. I think Lupi's got the experience to win this fight. If she doesn't win, it's gonna be her own fault. It's gonna be her own fault as far as like not using her IQ, not making this a physical fight, and getting pieced up. Right? Like if she lets Ricci control the movement and she lets Ricci get off on her, even if they are peppering shots, little tiny light punches, they'll still add up his points. They're still going to add up his points, man. Right? Yeah, yeah. So that's exactly what I was saying. Like if she don't win this fight, it's going to be because of it's going to be an IQ issue. It's going to be an IQ issue in this fight. If Ricci gets into a groove doing one thing or two, and Lupi can't find that rhythm, it's going to be a problem. And I'm going to be upset at that because I think Lupi has enough to do what she's got to do to win this fight. And this is a number 10 spot for her right here. She's got to go and get it. I don't know, man. Like Lupi's got like a couple things to me, like if she was able to level up and assert herself to a certain level, like she's got like the physicality and power and the wrestling to not. I'm not saying she is like Wei Li, but she's got something kind of like Wei Li when it comes down to her style, like style. Okay, not work ethic, but she's got a good ground in boxing and wrestling, and she's strong. She's got a couple of good things about her that could put her into that realm, like Wei Li, if she really. And I won't say like talk about her team. I'm just saying like it's her team or anything like that, but she touched the belt in LFA. She touched the belt in LFA, but with all of these wins that she's racked up, it's more so like she's been racking up wins from being active and just fighting the unranked realm. But I think if she had like destroyed a couple of really key opponents, she would be in that top 5 talks right now. Like if she destroyed Angela Hill a while ago, last year, and then just beat Andrade or beat Marina Rodriguez or something like that, she would be in that realm. But I think like style wise, she just has like something about her body and that burst of energy that she has. But something about her IQ sometimes is her downfall. BJ said Lupi got them wide wrestling shoulders like Michael Chandler, generates good power in her punches. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's something about the characteristics of Lupi makes me say like when I see her and how she fights and what she has, it's like there's no reason she shouldn't be up there where Wei Li and those fighters are now. Like, what's holding her back? It could be the IQ, but no, like when I see her, I'm like, there's something about her, man, that she should be up there now. And this fight's going to tell us, man, like if she goes in here, finishes Ricci, then I'm saying, okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's where she needs to be. This is where she needs to be. She finishes Ricci. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about now. But there's been some close calls in some of her fights where she hadn't fully like adjusted, but we'll see how it plays out. I'm gonna go with Lupi though. I'm gonna go with Lupi by decision. I think most people are, right? Let's see. Lolita says she's got Lupi. Efren said he got Loopy. Okay. Bluebird, he said he got Loopy, but this gonna be a close fight. Yeah, the movement could make this thing a close fight. The movement really could be a problem. All right, Six said he got Loopy. All right. Yeah, Efren says she could be a great transitional fighter. That's what I'm seeing in her. Like she can do she's able to do a little bit of everything. She's able to do a little bit of everything. And she is that type of transitional fighter that's what I want to see in a particular fighter. Like, not afraid to go to the ground, not afraid to wrestle, not afraid to clinch, not afraid to box, a little bit of all of that. I just want to see her get better in all of them so she can go in there and dominate, man. Because if she gets this top 10 spot, that's where I think she should have already been, like last year. Yeah. Fights are only going to get tougher from here, though. All right. All right. So, last one, let's talk about Andrade and Dern, man. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Andrade versus Dern, man. All right. So, we already know why we already know why Andrade is taking all these fights, right? Efren said, what's the best version of this fight look like? The best version of Loopy? The best version of Loopy and Ricci? Wait a minute, I'll come back to it. Hold on. You mean Andrade or Dern or Loopy and Ricci? Six said Ricci reminds me of Tisha Torres. Does she? Not really. Not to me. I think Tisha is a little bit better with her movement and her striking. That's just me, though. Oh, Loopy and Ricci. What's the best version of this fight look like? I think the best version, though, I will say, is getting a mix of both. Like, the best version of this fight, real quick, is Ricci getting Loopy in a couple of submission holds and Loopy breaking out, and then Loopy coming back to slam her a couple of times, and maybe Loopy actually rocking Ricci, and Ricci that's like pot shotting her times, and just seeing a lot of mix up in there. You know what I mean? Like, that would probably be the best version of this fight. Dern is coming with them hands. Like, let's say if she almost gets like Ricci almost gets like a knee bar on Loopy, but Loopy is just like so flexible she can break out of it, and then she gets Ricci's back. You know what I mean? She gets Ricci's back off this one on the ground, and she just dominates with some ground and pound to the end of the round, and then goes in Ricci. You know what I mean? Comes back in the next round, almost submits Loopy because she's reckless again. So yeah, that would be crazy. MMA wise, hey, what's going on? Oh, appreciate that with the $2 spot. He said, "Let's go." Hands itching for tomorrow, bro. Yeah, me too, man. I'm ready. JK, what's up, man? Dern is coming with them hands. Yeah, let's talk about this. Okay, BJ said real quick, could Loopy beat Lemos? As long as she stays away from that bomb and them bombs, I think she could. I think she's got the wrestling and the takedown ability to beat Lemos. Like, I think Lemos can beat her, but yeah, Loopy's got what it takes to beat her, though. Not saying she actually wins the fight, but she's got the goods to do it, I think. I think she's fought enough experienced fighters to show her how to beat a puncher like Lemos, somewhat. Stationary target. Ricci's top game is underrated. Yeah. And I was looking at some of her older fights. Yeah, she's got a pretty good top game and developing striking. She'll be a problem. Okay, so all right, yeah. Andrade, we all know what's going on with Andrade, right? We all know Andrade is going through the ugly divorce right now. She said this is the last fight, I guess, to help her pay for her lawyers and pay for everything, with the divorce. So after this, she's saying that her money's not going to it anymore. She won't be fighting for just checks anymore. You know, she's not going to be fighting for checks anymore. She's going to try to get back to where she used to be. Hopefully, that transitions into this fight, man. Andrade's been training with Tatiana Suarez. I hope that's a good thing, right? I hope that's a good thing. I hope it rubs off. Maybe it's the wrestling that Andrade is getting help from Suarez with. You know, because Suarez is working her own striking, so I think it would make more sense for Andrade to be getting Suarez for wrestling tips, right? That's who she's getting it for. Oh boy, BJ, be quiet, BJ. Oh my goodness, we ain't even talking about that. But no, for real, like I feel kind of bad for her because yeah, she was making money, for OnlyFans and all of this stuff for a divorce. Ooh, wow, I hate she had to do all that stuff. Man, maybe she should just start a YouTube channel or something and do something like that instead of going on OnlyFans, man. Like, can't take that. I mean, hey, you can move on with your life, but I'm just saying it's out there now. It's already out there. Just got to remember that. Oh, thanks, Lolita, with the 10 spot. I appreciate you as always. Yeah, but I know a lot of these people she don't want to. I know a lot of people think she don't want to be there. Oh yeah, I think she does partly want to be there because she loves to fight, but for the reasons why she's fighting is what made it kind of ugly for her, why she lost so many times. So I think that maybe now that she's knowing that she's at the end of the road of that divorce and everything, we'll see her show up. How many people think that this style plays more plays into a fight for Andrade? Like, how many people think Mackenzie Dern is gonna be more so tailor made for Andrade? That's the question. MMA said, honestly, I think there's a slight edge with it. Okay. Andrade gonna slam Dern on her neck or on her head like she did Rose. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to pick up now. See, Rose she picked up because Rose is tall and lean, but she ain't. I don't think she picking because she might get. You know. You know. She had a herniated disc not too long ago too. Andrade. She had a herniated disc not too long ago, so she ain't. Dern ain't easy to pick up like that. I don't see her picking Dern. Dern too big for that. She ain't picking Dern up like that. Not at all. Hold on. Did Suarez make a prediction? I would assume Suarez is going with Andrade since she trained with her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming. JP, what's up? He said Andrade versus Dern makes me anxious because I want both to win. Dern's hands are quicker and sharper when she's focused. She could clip Andrade. Just watch. All right. That overhand right of Mackenzie Dern, it is a money shot. Like, when she throws that thing, when she hit Amanda Bobby Cooper with that thing, I got pissed at Amanda Bobby Cooper because Amanda Bobby Cooper said she had the better boxing. Y'all remember that fight? Amanda Bobby Cooper said, I got the better boxing. And I was like, oh, yeah, she got the better boxing. She going to win. And then Mackenzie Dern hits her with an overhand right and drops her. And I'm like, come on, Amanda. Like, you talked all that junk about your boxing being better. I believed in her boxing too. And then, boom, she gets dropped by Mackenzie Dern overhand right. And this is when Mackenzie Dern wasn't really on her game like that. This is when Mackenzie Dern's hands weren't even really like that yet. She dropped ABC. Dropped ABC like 1, 2, 3. BJ said, don't ever go with Tatiana's picks. They're terrible. I joke with her about it. Yeah, my picks are better than Tatiana Suarez. Shout out to Tatiana. I mean, hey, she a better wrestler than me, but I'm just saying my picks are better. Dern's hands are really getting better. Okay. Dern is going to get on Andrade smash tomorrow. Cooper was touching Dern until Dern started throwing him right hands. Yes, she was, but to get dropped by somebody you said can't box, man. I thought Tatiana picks were spot on. No, Tatiana's a good analyst. Tatiana is a good analyst now. Tatiana is a good analyst. Don't get her wrong. Like she's knowledgeable. Tatiana is very knowledgeable. Like she be winning them trivias. Like she knows knowledge. She knows fight. She knows the fight game, and she knows a lot about fight trivia. So yeah, like she might get her picks wrong, but yeah, she knows her fighters. Like she knows her fighters, and she knows the ins and outs of the fight game. Like she's a student of the MMA world. Herniated disc in her. It was in her back, I believe. She had a herniated disc in her back a little while back when she was going to fight Manon back in September of last year. And yeah, that's why she had to pull out of that fight. MMA wise, I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't either, man. It's gonna be a good fight. Who you got in the main event, MMA wise? Who you got? I'm going with Yuri. In the co-main event, I'm going with Pavlovich. Like those, I'm fans of them. That's why I'm rooting. I'm just rooting for them. I don't know though, man. Yeah, Tatiana watches all them fights. Like you might pick them wrong, but yeah, she knows her fights. She knows her fights. All right, you got Yuri too. Yeah, I got Yuri and Pavlovich. I got Pavlovich possibly ending this fight, man. I like Aspinall, but Pavlovich got them hands, man. And Yuri, yeah, Yuri has his tools. Sometimes, yeah, he kind of play too much. Yeah, I see that, but I think he should be able to do it on the ground. He don't need to be standing with Pieta now. I don't want to see him standing in front of Pieta or trying to trade. He got to turn some angles in this fight. Like if he chooses to strike, he gotta use some angles, and he got to stay away from the cage. He better take Pieta down too. Don't be surprised if Andrade submits Dern. Ooh, how many of y'all see that? All right, MMA I calculated a 4.85% edge on Pavlovich and minus 108. Yeah, the main event gonna be wild, man. It should be a good fight. I see blood in that fight too. That's one prediction I rarely get wrong, MMA wise, is blood. I know whenever somebody's going. I know when we got a bleeder in there. Curtis Blades clipped up Aspinall before Aspinall's knee blew out. I got Pavlovich. All right. Yeah, that's a close one, man. That's close. Club and sub. A club and sub I could see. Okay, tap the strikes. It's tap. Oh man, Andrade submitting Dern. I told y'all the other day, the last person she subbed was JoJo Calderwood back in 2016. No. Sorry. Amanda Lemos. Sorry, Amanda Lemos. The standing choke. The standing choke. The standing choke, y'all. Okay. Remember? All right, appreciate that. Two spot MMA. Why I say we on the same page for the main. Cole, let's go. Yeah, man, I'm ready. This is gonna be a good card. This gonna all around be a good card. I'm going with Yuri for sure. And Andrade. I don't see Andrade submitting Mackenzie Dern. I think Mackenzie Dern. The only way she could submit Mackenzie Dern is if she like hit her on the chin and about knocked her out. Then she just jumps on her and chokes her. But the standing arm choke, I don't even know if that would work on Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, because she submitted Lemos, and then the last time she got a submission before that was JoJo like years ago. So she's not really wanting to do a lot of submission game here. But let's look at Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern, to win this fight, the blueprint is there, man. Like the last 3 fights is basically a take your pick for Mackenzie Dern. Choose whatever weapon you want to use. It's there to beat Jessica Andrade. You got the length, you got the power, you got the striking improvements going on. You got better at that. So why not use your long jab, and just set up a good right hand and put Andrade down. You could do it either way. Like Dern has the ability to do what Aaron Blanchfield did. You know, use her footwork a little bit like Jan Jana. She's not as fast, but she can move around a little bit, right? Dern has a lot of options here. You know, there's a lot of ways to beat her. You know, use that jab, man. Use the improving jab. Use your own power. Just keep Andrade away from you. That's where a lot of these girls have been beating her lately. Just keeping her back. Don't get excited and try to run in there on Jessica Andrade because yeah, she could submit you standing up, or she can knock you out. It's like I told Easy E the other day, man. Like if Mackenzie Dern runs in and Andrade is throwing the perfectly timed right hand, Andrade, yeah, she could for sure knock out Mackenzie Dern. For sure. I see her more so knocking out Mackenzie Dern than submitting her. Because if she runs in there, she's going to do half the job for her, you know? She runs in halfway, Mackenzie Dern runs in halfway, boom, knocks her out with the overhand right. So don't run into her shots like that. Do like Aaron did, you know, move your head a little bit. If you got to take a few shots, take some, but make sure you deliver in the harder punches. But don't just blitz in there with your chin on the line, you know? BJ said he'll drop Gomes. Did you see that one? Like, what round did she drop her in? I can't remember, man. I know the first round, I thought she pushed her back, or I thought she just fell off balance. Nah, I don't remember no Lamos drop, though. I don't remember that. What round was the Gomes drop in? Because everybody was saying that. I missed it. I know she 30-27 her, but where did she drop her? Walter said, my gut tells me that Andrade might show up this time. However, I don't see a submission in any scenario. Yeah, I don't see a submission with Andrade either. Dern, yeah, I do. Are you talking about that? Was that a knockdown? Was that really a knockdown? I got to go back and look at it because it didn't look like It didn't look like a knockdown, BJ. I can't trust you, man. I didn't think that was a knockdown, man. I thought it was kind of a push. I thought like she was off balance. That wasn't no knockdown, man. Because I watched the fight twice and I was looking for it. I was like, where's this knockdown at? In the opening of the round, I saw Denise Gomes go back off balance. I didn't. There you go. I can't trust BJ, man. I thought so. Yeah, MMA wise said it was a slip. I thought it was a slip because I played it back twice and I was like, that ain't no knockdown, man. What are people talking about, man? Talking about Lamos. I missed the Lamos drop. All right. Oh man. Andrade gonna go for Dern's back. She might, but I don't think she's gonna get it, man. I think Andrade has got to use the things I was talking about yesterday, you know, the belly shots. She's got to go, you know, to the chest and to the belly of Mackenzie Dern, she got to go up and down and throw those hooks to the body, and that'll open up some right hands to the head. Because with the way Andrade is so hunched over, I don't know why she head hunts so much. Like she could do a lot of damage to the girl's ribs, you know, because you remember what she did to Chikagan, man. Like as soon as she put that butcher knife to Chikagan's stomach, Chikagan turned away like she was in pain, man. Not Mackenzie Dern, but Jessica Andrade put the butcher knife, man, into the stomach of Caitlin Chikagan, man, and she like turned around, man. So with the way she's hunched over, you know, you throw a couple of good solid hooks to the body, and you know, you do a lot of damage there. When you do that damage, then you go up top, or you can end the fight to the body. So I think, you know, Andrade, you know, if she had better striking coaches, or if she just had a better IQ as far as controlling herself and the emotion, you know, she could be a very calculated puncher in there. She would do a lot of damage. Yeah, definitely 30-27. Dern's gonna take the fight to the ground, but Andrade overpowered Dern on the ground. I haven't seen Andrade powerful on the ground in a long time, man. I seen her get dominated on the ground by Aaron and by Valentina, and I never really, I never really seen her like not since the JoJo fight. Not since she got the guillotine on my girl JoJo. Yeah, BJ said Andrade's striking really isn't that good. She just has an equalizer. Yeah, man, it's her punch choice, her striking choice. She's got a powerful leg kick now. But I don't like how she spins with it. Like sometimes she'll throw it and she'll spin around off balance. Then she gets caught. Yeah, she has that equalizer in her punches. Like she won't really commit to like perfect punches in her fight. She just thinks I can just throw wild and hope for the best. But yeah, Andrade she's got what this is kind of a 50-50 fight because they both have enough to beat each other. With Andrade's experience, there's no reason she should go in there and get beat in the first round. If she does, she needs to take a long break off at this point. This is a fifth fight this year. You need to go back to what made you Andrade, but you also need to get wise. You need to be wise in there. Andrade needs to be wiser now. Like, all right, we seen you knock out girls like Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Okay, we seen all of that. Let's see you do something smart now. Chris Cyborg, she used to fight a little emotional too, but then she met Amanda Nunes. You seen what happened. So now Chris Cyborg, she's fighting more patience and less emotion. More patience, less emotion. Maybe Andrade needs to do the same thing. Why don't you try doing the same thing? Andrade's really short arms. Yeah, she's got those hooks. She's got the perfect arms for hooks. She's got a thick core, low center of gravity. Somebody really need to just train her on some very powerful hooks. Throw those hard hooks like that. Yeah. I count the lamos when they're ravioli somewhat. Man, y'all want to see that? Y'all want to see that picture of her subbing? Man, that was nah. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna pull that up. I like Lamos too much to pull up that sub picture, man. I was so heartbroken when she got subbed. BJ want me to pull it up, but I ain't gonna pull up that Lamos submission Andrade. I'm not gonna pull it up, man. I ain't gonna pull that one up, man. When Lamos got subbed that night, I was like, dang. He said Andrade disappointed against Valentina after starching Chikagan, but Aaron T-Rex arms exposed Andrade striking. Yeah, man, Aaron was slamming that jab in her face, man, in that straight right hand. Aaron was slamming them punches in Andrade's face. That's the thing about like Aaron's punches. Like people don't really think much of her striking, but man, she be feeding you punches. Aaron be feeding you punches, man. Aaron be Aaron said, "Hey, open wide, eat this." I don't know, man. I think if Aaron and Rose fought, I think Aaron might beat her a little bit more convincingly, man. Like Aaron might slam her with a couple of them hard punches, and I'm just saying, like this being a flyweight division and all. If Rose gonna stick around and she fights somebody like Aaron, man, Aaron might slam them punches in Rose's face and eventually get the fight to the ground. Yeah, Aaron was sticking on dry. She said, "Open wide, open wide." Aaron striking ain't pretty, but it's effective. Yeah, I think it's pretty because when you stop the pitchers and you stop motion the pitchers, they're landing like perfect. They're on the money. Like they really are right in on target. You know, I like her punches. Like, yeah, to the average fan, they're not pretty, but I think they are. She choked Lamos like they was in a schoolyard. Oh, I seen those chokes before. Yeah, those schoolyard chokes, man. They ain't got nothing to them, man. You just be choking somebody out. Lolita said I was heartbroken. Yeah, I was heartbroken too. I ain't gonna pull that picture up. I got too much love for Lamos to pull that up, man. It's like you can't see Erin's punches landing in real time, but she's actually landing. She actually lands a lot of punches. Yeah, she does. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull up. Oh, Darby, what's up? He said, "What are we talking about? We talking about Dern and Andrade, but we kind of got sidetracked on Erin and her punches. She throws nice punches. Lemos, Natalia Silva. I want to see Lemos and Marina Rodriguez in a rematch. I want to see Silva and Macy Barber. I want to see Natalia Silva and Macy Barber, or Natalia Silva and Caitlin Chikagian. And the picture is Erin's defense that looks rough. Good thing she seems to have a good chin. Yeah, man, that Tyler Santos fight, her offense is on point, but that Tyler Santos fight showed a lot about her defense. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna put this right here, but I'm gonna put that comment right there. O'Neal would piece up Erin though. Oh my goodness. BJ want to get schoolyard choked. BJ trying to get schoolyard choked, y'all. Erin, Andrade, Dern, Lemos. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Erin would submit O'Neal or smash her. I agree. O'Neal extends better and throws a lot of combination. Has a better jab. That's an easy observation. Man, get out of here. He says that's an easy observation. No, I think the more effective punches. I think Erin's got more hurt on him because you see a lot of Casey O'Neal's punches, but Erin's are more so calculated. Dang, man, that picture ain't working. Hold on, I forget it. Where is it? I think I got one up here. Hold on. Erin and Tyler. Hey, Macy Barber, boy, she got the ones though. She got some heavy hands. Everyone said when there's fresh face Casey praise in the chat. Oh, Hill wants Lamos. Yeah, she wants that fight, or she wants Waterson. Hill and Lamos, that would be a good rematch for Hill. I would like to see Hill try to get to the top, man. I would love to see Hill get to the top 5. She's been around a long time, man. Still hasn't got there. Okay, so BJ, you getting off topic with this Casey O'Neal jazz. Casey O'Neal better punches than Erin Blanchfield. Get out of here. Look at this. Look at all these great punches Casey O'Neal couldn't hit Andrade with. Anyways, okay. So going back to Andrade, I broke down what she needs to do. You know, she needs to keep this fight dirty on the inside with hooks, plenty of body punches, to open up her overhand right, and boom, I think she should be able to get it. But really, man, this one's tough to say, man. Like, who do y'all got in this fight? Hit that like button, y'all. About 16 people still in here after midnight. Who do y'all got in this fight? Y'all give me y'all's picks, and I'll give you mine. Give out your picks, and then I'll give mine. Efren said now that Maya is gone, sky's the limit for O'Neal. Marcus Bell said he got Andrade. Oh. He hit me with a surprise on that one. Do you think, Marcus, do you see this like the Cynthia Calvillo fight? Remember, people started to pick Cynthia, and I did too, but then I said, you know what? No, Andrade's got this. Do you think Marcus Andrade stops her like she did Calvillo? No, I don't see that. I think Dern got a little bit too much hit on her to be going that way. Oh, appreciate that, Darby, at the 10th spot. He said, I got Dern. Andrade is no longer the schoolyard bully, and these girls aren't afraid of her anymore. And that is like, that's the truth. Everybody's figured her out now. She's been passed around a lot this year, and I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Short notice. This girl beating her. This girl beating her. Everybody that beats her wants a title shot off of her name. But the more she falls, the more it's not worth that, though. Yeah, Macy Barber, Natalia Silva. Cynthia didn't have that momentum going like Dern. Lolita said, who is Cynthia? Cynthia Calvillo? Macy Barber beat Silva. Y'all sleeping on Macy. Macy out here whooping tail. BJ, man, Macy. I know BJ is trying to push that narrative again, talking about people ducking Macy, but you better not. You want to go there again, man. I love watching Macy fight. I think she's a tough girl. I think she's gonna get up there to the top. But there were some people that they didn't want her to fight, man. There were some people that they didn't want her to fight. Not saying her necessarily, but there were some people they didn't want her to fight. Okay. BJ said, who's ducking Macy? Well, the question is, who is Macy ducking? If you want to put it that way. Because a little while back, I did a video when Manon needed an opponent. They called Macy, and Macy's team didn't want that fight. That's all I'm going to say. Manon Fiorot, after she beat Mayra Bueno Silva, they needed an opponent. No, it was before that. Manon wanted to fight Macy like a little while back when she first got into the UFC, but they didn't want that fight. He said she slid away. She slid away. Hey, whatever makes you feel comfortable, BJ. Slid, duck, run, swim. Oh, okay. Marcus said, Combo, I think Andrade is going to have Dern going backwards with her power, and it's going to be a matter of time until Dern gets stopped. Ooh. Do you think Dern? Let me see. Dern doesn't really fight that well off the back foot either, right? Like she don't throw. Of course, she don't throw like Jan off the back foot. You don't think you do? Do you think Dern's chin can absorb the punches like Aaron Blanchfield? Marco, what's up? He said Dern will play around with Andrade. She's in a different level now. Dern all day and all night. Dern Godinez. I think I would go with Loopy in that fight. Well, really, it's really going to depend on what they both look like tonight. Colton, what's up? He said Macy doesn't seem like the type to duck. I don't think Macy's afraid of anybody. Yeah, I don't think she is either. I don't think she's afraid of anybody, but that's why I said her team, because her team might want to move her a different way. Because remember, they wanted Lauren Murphy and Jessica Andrade. They wanted those fights. But Jessica Andrade moved back down. Dern is vulnerable on the back foot. That's legit opening for Andrade. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she don't really fight off the back foot. Yeah, that's where the problem comes in. But Andrade swinging wild and off balance leaves her open to be taken down. Because it's not like Andrade's gonna be coming forward like this technical wizard, and on balance, she be swinging wild. Shadow Dancer, what's up? He said, shouldn't they have scheduled Jan versus Zhang or Aaron versus Manon by now? They should have scheduled Aaron and Manon, I believe, by now, because that fight needs to happen now, really, because the third fight with Grasso Shevchenko's happening. So yeah, they should schedule that pretty soon. That should be like opening the year up. It should be like February or no later than March to me. And then Jan versus Zhang, yeah, they should be scheduled. To me, that should have been on this December card. The UFC China card in Shanghai, Shadow Dancer, they should have put it on that card. I ain't lying. December 9th, Shanghai. Come on. Yan and Zhang in China as a main event, that would have been, oh man, that would have been, whew. But now you're going on, you'll be going into next year, which will put Yan Xiaonan out of the octagon for about a year. Because Yan Xiaonan's been out since May. She hadn't fought since May now. It's been 6 months. So she's not fighting anymore this year. That's okay. That's 7 right there. She ain't fighting in January or February. That's 10 months, right? Or 9, right? That's 9 months, yeah. 8, 9, March would make 10. What if they don't schedule them till spring? That's crazy. Oh, okay. Lolita said those are her picks. I thought you meant the fight. Okay, Dern and Loopy is your picks. Okay, yeah, those are my picks. Yeah, Efren said, how the heck is that not on the Shanghai card? Dana dropped the ball on that one. And Dana know too, man, because Dana told Yan Xiaonan after she knocked Andrade out that she was getting the title shot. And he said it could be in China. So he done let her down, man. He done hurt her feelings, man. So it's like, now you're keeping her out of the cage for about a year. And then they might force her to fight Suarez. Then that would be messed up. Who is Tracy Cortez going to fight next? I think her and Macy Barber would be a good fight. Because Macy Barber trying to come back early next year. I think Tracy Cortez versus Macy Barber, or Tracy and Lauren Murphy. Tracy Cortez and Kareem, no, I don't want that yet. They too close together. Colt said they're going to lose the momentum. They're going to lose the momentum flyweight had by waiting for this third fight, and they have to heal from injuries too. Yeah. They're also going to lose momentum. They also lose the momentum by cutting Santos as well. I'm still hoping that they bring Santos back somehow, man. Like they renew her contract, because taking Santos out, it loses some momentum in the flyweight division. Because that's a fight. Santos versus Grasso or Valentina, that's a fight I wanted to see again, rematch. Yeah, Andrade's not a bully anymore. Dern is getting better and better. She'll win by submission. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Dern I think Dern wins by submission in this fight too. Colton says Santos is a huge loss. It is. Yeah, she is, man. Like, Tyler Santos was, man, like, only 4-3. Good fighter. She had potential to fight at bantamweight too, so I'm like, yo, like, what are y'all doing? Colton said, I wonder if it was because of the issues with her gym. It could be that, but somebody, I believe it was Easy in the chat, brought it up yesterday. It could be the visa issues. Because Colton, she's had over 8 or 9 cancellations. And I believe 85% of them were due to visa issues. I'm not trying to make that up either. I'm serious because 2 of the cancellations were Jillian Robertson fight, Mandy Boehm, and Aaron Blanchfield. And I know pretty much for a fact those 4 fights, I believe they were canceled because of visa issues. And I think Tyler versus Montana was canceled because of visa issue. That's 5 of them right there. All right. So she's had 8 or 9 cancellations in her career with the UFC, and a lot of them were visa issues. So maybe they felt they were having a problem with that. Yeah, Maya was disturbed, but Tyler, yeah, Tyler was, come on, she top 4, man. Like top 4, had a lot of potential even to go to bantamweight. This will be Andrade's first camp in a while. Yeah, she got a good camp too, Suarez. So if she wins this fight too, man, I'll be happy for her, man, because she's had a rough year. She's had a rough year. BJ said visa issues. Nah, in that case, Moreau should have been gone. The Montana fight wasn't visa. Montana's corner tested positive a day before the fight. Oh, for COVID. Oh, Tyler sent. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, the Tyler fight was Tyler Montana. Okay, I got you. No, Moreau had some visa issues, but she had some illness issues too, though. I guess because Moreau was supposed to fight Tyler, Manone, Montana, so on. She's had between Tyler and Moreau, they had like cancellations out the backside. Yeah, this fight, both of these fights are gonna be good tomorrow night. I wanted to say that. I think Andrade and Dern, they're gonna bring it. I think Andrade Dern doesn't go the distance. I believe that fight's gonna be inside 3. Ricci and Lupi. I could see that one going the distance. I think Lupi has enough to win that fight, though. I'm gonna go with Lupi and Dern in this one, though. Breaking news: oh boy, oh man, I saw that too earlier. I was like, he got a sleeper fight for us. No pun intended. BJ said Moreau had that OnlyFans illness. She had to go to the hospital. Wow, man. Every time I'm trying to pull up some training footage on these fighters, you got Moreau over here busting it open. I'm like, come on, girl, stop. I don't want to see that now. I'm trying to look at some fight stuff. I mean, Moreau be right there, putting it right in the camera. I'll be like, oh goodness, come on now. I ain't trying to see that right now. Stoyanenko versus the budding prospect. Stoyanenko, ain't she in your triple threat? Yeah, I'm serious, Colt. And I'm like, come on now, like for real. Like, I want to see you sparring or something, but every time I pull it up, right there. It's right in the camera. Like she got it right there in the camera, touching the lens all the time, spreading it over. Oh goodness, girl, come on, get out of here. Shadow Dancer said next fight for Chikagan and Suarez. I think Chikagan taking on Natalia Silva is a good fight. Now I'm gonna say this again: Suarez versus Marina might be happening. UFC 297. Let me show y'all. Hold on. MMA Theory put this up. Maybe they want to see it happen. Maybe they just playing matchmaker. But let me show y'all this. Yeah, they probably just made the picture. I'm just saying, but see that UFC 299. Sorry, they put this on there. You know, this is the O'Malley Cheeto Vera card. O'Malley Cheeto Vera. And somebody made this, so I don't know if they were making that or if it's in development or what. What do y'all think? BJ says Suarez ain't going back to 125. No, he's saying what's next for the fighters. He's saying what's next for the fighters. Tatiana bullies Marina. Khabib style. Darby says send link, please. What kind of link? You mean like a link to talk or a link to this information right here? Because it's not in there anymore. It's just on the I saved this picture. It was on their IG story. Marina's getting thumped in that. Hey man, come on, man. Come on, Marina. Now I love Tati. I like both of them, but Marina's got to be on one for that fight. She's really got to be on one. I mean, I'm happy that she's calling people out like that, but she's got to be different. She's got to be different in that fight. Colton said, I agree. Stoyanko looks good at 125, and I knew she was going to get Molly McCann by armbar. Oh, Darby said he wants a link to Moreau. Oh my goodness, man. Just go to her IG. I mean, anything you want to see is right there. Take your pick. Hold on. I'm not sending that link, but hold on. I'm gonna pull up her IG right now, and that's the first thing that's gonna pop up in my face. I think Marina mentioned that she wanted to fight a grappler. Yeah, she did. That's why I was hoping she was gonna fight Loopy. Maybe that's why I need to do BJ. BJ said I unfollowed Moreau. It's all lingerie and no fight stuff. Ricci and Loopy won't exchange any grappling or wrestling, in my opinion. Loopy has a striking advantage on the feet. She could win by decision or rear naked choke. Oh, okay. You think she could submit her? Okay, that's an interesting take, Marco. I was kind of thinking that she could win by TKO on the ground, or possibly TKO on the feet. But I know she has the ability to outwork. Check out Jessica Andrade too while you're at it. No thanks. No thanks. I like Andrade though. Andrade's a sweetheart. Remember when Marina said she wasn't changing about her style? I'm glad Lamo. Wow, man, he said glad and dust. No, yeah, I remember that though. I remember that. It's a must though, man. It's a must. She's got to change something going into a fight with Tatiana. It ain't gonna happen just like that. Marcus said, no, thank you. I don't want to see Andrade doing a cannonball here. Yeah, I think Andrade, she's just been having a rough time lately, and she's about to come on back and be a fighter. Marina Moreau, she's off doing her thing with the OnlyFans type of thing because, she knows fighting ain't going to last long, but that's what she wants to do. So, Efren said, I like that Marina came out more aggressive, but those Ty Plum knees aren't going to do anything for Tatiana. No, they're not. I think the style of striking that's effective against Tatiana was Joanna's. Like, honestly, did I already ask you that, BJ? Who do you pick in that fight, BJ? Joanna versus Tatiana, BJ. Who wins that fight? I don't think I ever asked you that. Shadow Dancer said, does Suarez versus Jandiroba make more sense than Suarez versus Rodriguez? Actually, it kind of does, man, because I really wanted to see that fight. Because Jandiroba beat Rodriguez. and they both were like back to back in rankings. So yeah, Suarez versus Verna. I was loving that fight when it was announced. Suarez versus Verna, it makes a lot of sense. To me, Marina Rodriguez versus Lupi made sense. She want to fight a grappler or wrestler, start off minor with Lupi. See if you can handle Lupi's pressure and her wrestling, her strength. Yeah, Jandiroba versus Tatiana, that fight made more sense at the time. And it still does. It sucks that Verna just hurt her knee though, man. I still think Dern has some holes in her game that Andrade can capitalize on. Yeah, the chin is still there. Tatiana versus Joanna in her prime with that takedown defense and that striking. I don't know, bro. Go ahead, be real with me, man. I'll tell you what I think gonna win. That's the only fight where I'd say Tatiana would probably lose. Go ahead and tell the truth, BJ. Look, I love Tatiana, but she can beat everybody else. But Joanna in her prime, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I think Joanna would have won that one back then. Marcus said I would say the version of Joanna that fought Wei Lee the second time, I would pick Tatiana. Yeah. The JJ who fought Andrade versus Tatiana, yeah. Did anyone take Joanna down? Just Valentina. No. I think Rose did, right? Did Rose take her down in the second fight? I think Rose did take her down in the second fight. In like the last round. Andrade tried to take her down like a couple of slams, but she couldn't get her down. But Valentina definitely got Joanna down. But in the strawweight division, I can't really remember anybody like keeping her down. I know BJ was talking about some stories behind the scene, Jillian Robertson getting Joanna down and something like that. And keeping her down. Yeah, Six said the Joanna, the Boogie Woman version would be prime Suarez. Yeah. Suarez had a hard time with Nina, and Joanna is arguably the best version of Nina. Right. Yeah, that fight back in 2019, when I saw that, I was like, that just made my case even more for Joanna being like a hell of a fight, hell of a challenge for Tatiana. I don't know, man. Tatiana shows how devastating real her pressure can be. I don't think Rose really got Joanna down. No, she did. She just did it to win the round, But like keeping her down and drowning her, nobody's ever done that. Nobody ever really done that to her, The only time we saw it was whenever Wei Lee got her in that fight, the rematch. She's been gone for like 2 years, but prime Joanna, her takedown defense. That's who Marina need to train with for this fight. Marina needs to train with Joanna. If they, I don't know if they ain't got no history, but if they could be cool like that, Joanna needs to train Marina on that takedown defense. Tatiana is the UFC's best wrestling. She's no joke. Yeah, she does. But Joanna got the best takedown defense in the strawweight division, period. But that's about it for me for tonight, y'all. We're gonna get back on tomorrow. Oh yeah, man, BJ, what you got going on Monday or Tuesday, man? Me and BJ gotta do a show together, man. We gotta jump on and do like a flyweight show. I've been busy, stuff been going on, but me and BJ need to jump on here and do like a full show together. I keep saying that, but I always got stuff going on. Like, if BJ got time Monday and Tuesday, we gotta do a flyweight show for y'all. And when Joanna was taken down, she was rarely controlled. Yeah, she get right back up. Boogie Woman beats Suarez. Okay. Yeah, I'm not far off that with you, man. Shadow Dancer said Harrison versus Ladd. Ladd can fight, man. Ladd can fight, but I think when it comes down to that physical strength and that judo, and that power of, just athleticism in there, I'm gonna have to lean towards Kayla Harrison. Very rarely does Kayla get knocked off with like focus either. I mean, I know Kayla hasn't fought like a lot of the best opponents, but I think Kayla Harrison, she might win that one there, man. Yeah, Boogie Woman was big for the strawweight division. Very lean but strong. BJ, I've been busy too. Been out of town for a week and a half. That's why I've been missing, but I'm ready to go. Just give me a day and time. All right. Yeah, if we could do something like this Monday or Tuesday, whichever day works for you next week, Monday or Tuesday. Which one works best, Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, y'all. Julia Budd is gone too, man. They said Julia Budd didn't sign on for the fight. They said, oh, you got to go. They said, we got enough girls anyway. Okay, Monday works. All right. So, yeah, y'all, we're going to try to get on here Monday, 8 p.m., 8:30. Yeah, like 8-ish. We're going to try to work out 8-ish. So we'll talk behind the scenes. We got to talk about some flyweight stuff coming up. O'Neal and Lipsky, Aaron and Manone, stuff like that. Tyler getting cut. What's going on? But tight, right? And when I'm getting out of work, I don't think Leah has a chance. Oh, he said, I wish Sarah McMahon would have looked more impressive in a fight. She could actually have give Cyborg a fight. Yeah, Leah don't have a chance at me. Lolita said Monday. Yeah. Efren said, right, when I'm getting out of work. All right, that's good. Yeah, I wish I was kind of hoping Sarah McMahon won that fight too. I think that was kind of her last try at getting to the top. But Leah McCourt just ain't got the experience, man. Girl is big too, but just ain't got the experience. Yeah. We'll talk about some bantamweight too. Boy, Pena been talking some junk lately. I got to put this video out too about Pena. Boy, she was like, "This is a horrible fight." I mean, to say it's a horrible fight, I'm like, come on, man. Efren said, "Are there any other WMMA heavyweights out there to look out for?" There's fighters out there, but none to look out for. I mean, you got your super heavyweight like Gabby Garcia. You know what I mean? Like Destiny Yarbrough and Brittany Spinks, they really just kind of been putting it on the map. But like as far as heavyweights, I really have to go back and look at some of the girls that I was watching. Like there's a couple of Ukraine girls I believe I've seen, but I haven't really put like a name to them because heavyweight's just not really a thing. Maybe if some of them could get down to like a middleweight, yeah, that would be interesting. Colton said it. Shadow said majority of Bellator female roster going to PFL. Probably. If they buy him, then yeah, I think everybody in that top 15 would go over there, or top 10. Everybody like Keel Holtz, Velasquez, Carmouche, all of them, they probably would go. Who knows? You might see Jennifer Maya and Tyler over there. Rocky versus Pena, yeah. Darby said Cyborg took Bud. So, okay. Marco said UFC fight time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. That's right. And I will be on the prelims when we get to Lupi and Ricci. What it boils down to is Pena and Myra need to fight each other, right? UFC is priming the bantamweight division right now like they did for the flyweights. I'll tell you who I'm looking at. I don't have any heavyweights, Ephraim, but I like Melissa Dixon in the bantamweight division. That's unfortunate, Colton, but being injured doesn't equal not wanting to fight, which is the narrative running around. I like Melissa Dixon. Melissa Dixon, she likes to scrap, or how she puts it, she likes a good ding dong. I mean, she likes to fight. Hey. Juliana is going to face whoever head on, no matter who it is. Okay. Just like she did GDR, right? She don't care. Hold on for a second. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that BJ, but they gotta get the division going. Lucy Pudilova about to beat Eileen Perez right over the PFL. Let me get that quill to stir up these Pena narratives. Oh, here go the Pena narratives, y'all. About to get it going now. Holly is kind of in a bad spot with bantamweight, being she fought Rocky twice and lost to Silva. Yeah, might be time for Holly to fight Misha Tate and call it a day. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like that'd be a good cap off the Holly Holm and Misha Tate's career. What do y'all think? Holly Holm, Misha Tate to ride off into the sunset. But you know they ain't gonna do that because they both want to go for that belt one more time. But that rematch needs to happen. BJ said nobody hated Pena till she smacked Nunes around. Nah, I still like Pena. I mean, I like Pena. I've always liked Pena, but I don't see why people would hate because she did what she had to do. She did what she was supposed to do that night. You know, she showed up and showed out. You know, it wasn't like one of these one-sided fights. She gave Nunes something to shoot for again. You think PFL would start a flyweight division? For the most part, they got one, you know, but they don't really have it fleshed out like the UFC, but I think they will. Desiree Yanez, Caitlin Neal, Dakota DeChiva, Chanel Dyer's in there. You got a lot of fighters in there for their tournament, so they should start a division. I don't know why. Like they need like the one fleshed out. Does Tate Home really need to happen again? I mean, Tate proved she was a better fighter. Sure, why not? I mean, why not? What other fight makes sense for them two at this point? Now I want to see Tate Home too. If they're gonna stay in this division, they need to fight again. Oh, because of her retirement comments. That's just Pena. That's just Pena talking, though. You know, Pena's always been like that. Man, Kanako Murata better go over there to one, man. The UFC did her wrong. Kanako Murata better go over to one or Rising. She knows she should have been over there at one. They've been pushing her. What do y'all think, man? Kanako Murata, she got the raw end right there. She got cut. That's messed up. Well, that would be a smart idea. Yeah. I mean, they would promote her. Young Japanese fighter. Come on, you know. Probably get better exposure over there. You see what happened with Sohee Ham? Sohee Ham became a star over at one. Lost one fight. That was her last fight. She lost in the UFC to Beck Rollins, and then she went on and beat a whole bunch of people and had lost for like almost 8 years, 7 years. Then lost to Stamp. You know, she went on a nice little streak. So Kanako need to go over to one. Yep, Murata go cut on her coming back to UFC. Atomweight would be good for the PFL. Pena's a G. BJ said, who got cut? You know, Kanaka Murata, the one that fought Vanessa Demopoulos a couple weeks ago. Girl that fought a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I like Pena. When she was in the tough house, I was going for Pena up in there. You know, she was, I was going for Pena up in the tough house. But let me get up off here, y'all. It's been fun. It's been fun. You know, it's been a good late night chat. Maybe I need to get on here a little after midnight sometimes and kick it with y'all more when I got the time. Y'all seem to be live at night after midnight. BJ said she lost like 2 or 3. No, she lost 2. She was out for 2 years though. She was 1-2. Remember, she had like a broken jaw and a broken arm, so she was gone for 2 years, and she just came back. They cut her. They cut her after her return fight. That wasn't fair. Because she won 1 and lost 1, and then she was gone for a couple years, and then she came back and lost. So they didn't even really give her a chance. So I say she need to go to ONE FC. You said she didn't bargain cheap. Tyler, though, man, that's the weirdest cut. But I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow night. We're going to do this tomorrow night. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Loopy, Dern, that's what we're going to go with. James Perez in the building. What's up? He said Holmes will retire at 50. Oh, come on, man. I mean, we're in that same age bracket, and she's been in the game for a minute, man. Like, I've been watching her. We're about the same age, me and Holly. Like, so every time I see her in the fight game, I'm like, wow, this girl still fight. I don't want to be nowhere near Cage, 50 years old. I want to be chilling. Even at 40, I don't want to be chilling. See, Amanda Nunes got a lot of nerve damage to them legs now. Yeah, Holly won't know when to stop. But all right, y'all, let me get up out of here. Came and say Happy Veterans Day. Yeah, Happy Veterans Day to my dad and, my grandpops, both my grandpops who are gone now. Rest in peace. Happy Veterans Day to them. Came and said, who do you have, Pavlovich or Aspinall? I got Pavlovich. And, yep, that's I'm going to go with that. James, you came in late. You better come in tomorrow, man. We'll be on tomorrow for the fights. I'm out, y'all. Peace.